Hello, everyone. You're welcome to the demo of the Nkowa app. And the essence of this app is to preserve the story of who we are as Africans. And basically, this is for the African diaspora who feels disconnected from their roots, their kids who probably never had the chance to experience the African culture themselves, and even just non Africans who want to have a taste or a feel of African cultures, its languages, and its traditions. And trust me, there are thousands of languages and cultures and traditions to explore, and this helps you also connect to your heritage through stories, through language, through food, through customs, games, and community passed down through generations. So these are the features of the Nkówa app for now. This is not exhaustive. We're going to keep adding features that make this experience very enjoyable for our users. First of all, you can learn languages, so you can master greetings, phrases, and proverbs from African languages with authentic audio pronunciation and cultural context. You can also enjoy cultural stories. This is my personal favorite. You can listen to traditional folk tales and stories, and these are not just mere stories, they teach wisdom, values, and life lessons through engaging narratives. You also get to enjoy cultural games that help you test your knowledge with interactive and fun quizzes about African history, culture, and traditions. So these games are designed to help test what you've learned so far, to help your retention. And then we have the language chats where you can practice speaking with native speakers in interactive chat rooms that are designed strictly for language learning. So you also interact with other learners who are trying to learn, and you speak these languages in those chat rooms. And then you have the Shop Africa Future where you can find authentic African fabrics, artifacts, ornaments directly from local artisans. So you don't have to that hassle of waiting till someone visits Africa before you get a piece of Africa. This actually solves that hassle. And then we have Visit Africa. This helps you explore magnificent destinations and plan your journey to Africa's most fascinating cultural sites. So you know when, you know where to go, you know when to go there, and you know how much it will cost you to actually go there. So let's get started. Let's explore Nkówa. Come with me. So when you come here, when you click on the explore button, it brings you here. And basically this here you have an overview of all the cultures that are available for you to explore. We have more cultures coming soon, but for now we have Yoruba, we have Pidgin, we have Swahili, we have Igbo, we have Akan. So we'll start with Yoruba for this demo and MVP. And by the time you click on your selected culture or the culture of your choice, you have these features, a long list of enjoyable features. So we start with language. This is where you learn the language itself. So you start with words and phrases, and these are words and phrases that you would use when interacting with Yoruba people, everyday interactions, everyday life. So as you learn, you practice, it's easier. So and we have Bawini, for example, which means how are you? And then here you can see the pronunciation spelled out. We'll soon have the audio to pronounce it in Yoruba. So you just listen. But for now, even using the pronunciation, you're able to say Bawoni, and then you're speaking Yoruba. How awesome is that? And then we have Mwa Dada, which is the response to Bawoni, I am fine. And here it just says Mwa Dada basically. And then we have words for family. So you probably married an African, you want to tell them I love you in their language. You have this here. Or you are a child to Nigerian parents, you want to make your father happy, your mom happy, you know how to call them Baba me or Iya me. It's just really beautiful. It's a really beautiful experience. And then we have the daily words where you get the words for the day. That's for language. Then we move to proverbs. So this is ancient wisdom that is passed through generations, passed down through generations. So in the African culture, elders always communicate with wise sayings, wise words, proverbs that pass a lot more message than just telling you in plain English. These are some of the peculiarities of the African culture, what makes it truly special. So here we have, okay, an elder who is wise becomes truly human. Agbatogo Odienyo. Okay, so the meaning is true humanity comes from the combination of age and wisdom and all of that. So you see the proverb, you see how it is pronounced in Yoruba, and then you see the meaning, and you also get the wisdom from it. When we climb the tall tree, we can see far, because the more you rise, the more broader your perspective becomes. Success gives you. So these are real life lessons, and they were actually passed down. So now that there's a lot of migration and people are not at home to learn from their grandparents, this would replace that. And then that's for the proverbs. So you have a lot of proverbs, and more will be added as we continue building the application. We'll be moving to the next feature, which is stories, and this is my personal favorite. So these are ancient folk tales that also teach wisdom and values through generations. So these are very interesting stories, but they are not just interesting, they always have moral lessons, and this was how we're able to preserve a lot of like values and morality down generations. So you can read the full story, you can play it here and listen to it be narrated for you. And while all of those functionalities don't work yet, they are in the pipeline. And then we have food, Yoruba traditional foods, because you selected Yoruba culture. So whatever culture you select, the foods will be displayed. And not just for you to know them, but for you to be able to prepare them. So you have the description and background of the food, then you have the ingredients, and then you have the recipe of the food. So here, blend your tomatoes. So you've always loved to cook jollof rice. Yeah, you have your recipe from step 1 to step 7, number of perfection, and your rice is ready to be eaten and enjoyed and savored. So we're moving to the next. So there are different types of food. We have rice, pounded yam, egusi, suya, amala, moi moi, akara. You get to explore, you get to enjoy. And then we move to fashion. So this is where you explore the beauty and cultural significance of the Yoruba traditional attires. You know what attire means, what it's worn, where and where it's worn. So we have agbada. This is what men wear, in case you didn't know that, and it's one for weddings, festivals, ceremonies, religious gatherings. We have gele. It's worn by women. We have Iran Buba, we have Dashiki. There's a whole lot more, but these are the ones available for this demo and MVP. And then we have history, Yoruba history. And this takes you on a journey through the rich historical legacy of African cultures. So we have the golden age of Ife, the Oyo Empire, we have the Yoruba wars. I do like, so this just tells you all of those stories. And again, you can play this, listen, or you can read it. And of course, you can also check out key figures, key players, important artifacts from that period. And then we move to the festivals. So Africans usually have a lot of festivals, vibrant, colorful, enjoyable festivals and ceremonies. And this helps you know the festivals for each particular culture. So we have the Olojo Festival. It's the most important festival in Ife. Celebrates the creation of the world, and it honors Ogun, the god of iron and war. So there's so much to learn about this festival, and it's all here. We have the processions, the drumming and dancing. With time, there'll be videos here that you can actually just watch a glimpse of these festivals. Enjoy the view without coming to Africa. So you just explore Africa from wherever it is that you are. We have a Gungun festival, we have the Oshun Oshugo festival, we have the Gelede festival, and we have the Yam festivals. These are some of the festivals we have for now. And then we move on to the culture. So here you learn about the rich history and culture of the Yoruba tribe, fascinating facts, a lot of interesting information that you would love if you want to learn about Africa. Then we have the language translator. translate text between English and Yoruba to English. For now, it's just in the basic stage, so we can't check for more complex words, but we'll try the basic words and see how that works. So we're translating hello, and yeah, it means bow in Yoruba. Bow means hello in English. So you do business, you plan to do business. This is helpful because it helps you just understand what people say to you and reply sometimes even in Yoruba, like blow their minds. And then we have the quiz game. These test your knowledge, helps you have fun with your learning. So okay, let's start the game. Since we're in Yoruba culture, the game is going to be tailored to fit what I've been learning in Yoruba culture. So what's the traditional greeting? It's how are you? And yeah, it gives you the explanation. So even if you forgot, you'd see this and recall for it sticks longer because it's fun. Then we move to the next question, is lay fair. And then we move to the next question. Iwalewa, what does it mean? It means character is beauty. And then we move to the next question. What festival honors Oshun? It's Oshun Oshogo Festival. And then the main ingredients in egusi soup is grounded melon seeds. And yeah, I got all the questions correct. So yeah, this celebration page for me. So basically, you move into the next future, which is Shop Africa. So it's like an African marketplace where you can discover authentic African fabrics, artifacts, and ornaments, basically everything you've ever admired, wanted to own, or had to wait for your relatives to visit Africa to buy for you is now at your fingertips in here. We have the sculptures, we have the fabrics, we have the jewelry, the shirts, the whatever, just name it. So you'll be here and you can actually explore, check the prices, check the location it will be coming from, and order for it. Just simply place your order. Then we have Visit Africa, where you get to discover magnificent destinations and plan your cultural exploration journey. So you want to come to Africa, you want to witness some of these festivals, witness some very fun activities and events, colorful ones. They have a lot here, a lot of options. You want to go to Kenya, Ghana, Tanzania, Nigeria. It's all here. Then you get to see the dates where this festival will hold, the location, the highlights, the duration, the cost, basically, and you get to see people's ratings as well, people's reviews and ratings from being at this event. Then you get to plan, choose, make your I don't know your budgets, and then come see Africa for yourself. So this is the end of the features we have deployed right now. We still have a lot more in store, but this is just our way to showcase Africa to the world, get them to enjoy this beauty, enjoy this wonder basically, and the thousands of options that you can explore. And then finally, we have the heritage book. So you can actually create your heritage book and save your favorite phrases, your favorite stories, your favorite foods, and your favorite cultural items to your personal heritage collection. So thanks for listening to this demo. I hope you enjoyed the Nkówa app and I hope you use it when it goes live. Thank you.